Hello everybody and welcome to part 41 of my God King Boudicca series. We're a turn away from Statue of Liberty, 3 turns away from Fertilizer, so this might end up being the last part where things move a little slowly, because after that the only thing that's really going to slow us down is managing the archaeologists and such. Going to let all trades come back to us, that way we can't get screwed over. Been doing it that way, so that should come as no surprise. So there we go. Social policy for free and +1 production from every specialist in every city. This is going to go a long way in a number of ways, so let's get started with delegating all of that. I could go through the prompts, but I do want to address the Statue of Liberty. So this city just grew a ton of hammers, and we are working this again. We'll grow in 9, so we're fine here. We'll get into... No, I don't want to deal with that just yet. In this city, let's see, we're not working breaking tiles. This city's fairly well established the way it is. Same with this one. I have a couple of fringe cities in mind. And that'll come up when we get to them. This isn't going to be as big of a deal as when Fertilizer hits, but I don't want to overlook a city. Let's see. Not that one, not that one. Let's see. Not that one. We're getting close though, I think. Not that one yet. We'll come back to that one because I just finished workshop. Here's a good example. So 1, 2, 3, 4 magnificent growth tiles, 1 hard production tile. What we can do is growth in 3. We can check this. It does not speed up growth, so what I'll do is I'll leave this here for now. But on the turn when this says 1, it would be, if we catch it, it would be a good idea to put that in there and then grow to that. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Like here, working these tiles makes sense, even though we don't have a university up yet. This is another city. Growth in 1. We caught it in time, so we'll go ahead and put this in here for now. And it's still going to be growth in 1 when we get to this. In the meantime, because you got to remember now our specialists are +1 food, technically, 1 hammer, 2 science, and half a happiness. That's a lot. This will be a good city once Fertilizer goes live, because the city's going to grow bonkers, so we'll choke it by working market. Similar situation here, about to grow in 1, so we can actually go like this. Although I suppose in this city, we want to grow to a hydro plant city, so maybe in this city this isn't the way to go. Maybe this is. We happen to catch it when it's 1 turn to grow. This is a good example of what I'm talking about. When we get a specialist here, or when we get a citizen here, we'll work this specialist slot when it's available. These 2 cities are getting off the ground naturally. Apparently this city just grew. We'll get back to that because I don't want to miss my, or cross wires. In this city, yep, okay, so that's a little bit of a waste of time there. I must have been mistaken as far as come Fertilizer though, it'll matter more. Alright, so we have double tap on this guy now. Alright, so maybe we go chasing down his units, maybe we practice on his city tile. I don't know. It all depends on how hard it's going to hit us. May purchase with faith. So let's see, we are up to Cernifron, getting a pagoda. Note that this is only a 2-pop city, but it'll be 3-pop next turn, so I don't mind the slight clip there. And then in 3 turns we'll buy the one in Edinburgh and go from there. We actually have 2 policies, 1 natural and 1 free, so we'll come in here. Given that our happiness is so great, and the fact that technologically speaking we can pick up hotels on a whim, which means another way we can manage happiness, I'm going to depart from what we've been talking about coming into here. It doesn't look like it's necessary. And when I researched it, it's 10 on a per city basis. So you come here and it says 254 citizens. It's not going to give us 25. It's going to give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, if Edinburgh goes to 20, that would be +2. It's on a per city basis, so we wouldn't get as much happiness, and we don't need any of the happiness right now. So I'm going to go here. This is +1 science from every trading post. You can see 1086, about 1100. And that's over 1200, so that's at least a 9% gain in science, which is great. Unfortunately, we have this free one lined up. I guess it forced us to take that one first, otherwise this would have a turn counter. And we see 335. If we take this, we go up to 399. That's 64 gold per turn we just gained. And keep in mind, this is based on buildings, which is not affected by the Golden Age. So when the Golden Age is over, we're still going to have that plus 64 gold per turn. That is phenomenal. So, and now we're looking at 15 turns until our next policy. No need even going into what that'll be, because I'm trying to not have these take too long anymore, even though we got stuff to do. Alright, so Raise City, we had just tributed Lhasa. Looks like I'm not even going to say it. 210, there we go. Speaking of which, Kiev was one we had tributed as well. But, so we addressed that. Not oil, sheep. Cernifron would rather work the sheep tile. So there we go. Okay, there's that. Oil is in our midst. We are clearing the marsh off that tile, so there's that. Borders grow there. Yeah, it's one of the worst ones we could have picked up, because that's going to be a border in the new city. So we're going to pre-build road interrupt. Let's see, we pick up that one. And this one's actually good, because these were the 3 darkness tiles we had with the transition from Munich to Peel. So this guy doesn't have to stick around anymore. And our gold situation is all but solved. So I'm going to relax him. We'll get back to him, but he can move now because we don't need anybody. This whole pocket of darkness is now gone. So that's nice. Wine to Herald Bluetooth was real. And he was offering us 3 gold, but now he's not, where he should have taken it. I guess we'll go to her. Yeah. Okay, we should have taken it with Denmark. Hopefully Denmark's got money again. Oh, they do. Huh, I wonder why he offered that. I should have taken it. Cahokia seeks investors. Kuala Lumpur has a new ally. And who might that be? The Shoshone. Alright, nothing we can do about that. So we'll do our chop here to expedite this museum. Speaking of which, didn't we have a museum going online this turn? We did. That's good to know. And bam! Gold. So this is just strictly a better tile now. We grow next turn anyway, so... Alright, and I think we already addressed the Boudicca situation. So we can get right into builds. Edinburgh, Berlin, Glasgow. Okay, so Berlin and Glasgow are old cities. Rennes is not. So Berlin and Glasgow is what we're looking at. Before we get into that, we have 5 archaeologists in the world. And currently 2 slots, I think, because we just had that. Right. So let's simplify the equation by doing this. Portuguese artifact, yep. Okay. And this guy no longer needs to be here, so we'll step him and upgrade him because he's 2 stages behind. That's a big upgrade, so perhaps I should have considered it. And then we have 2 over here. This is one we want to get out of the way because we actually have a worker right there, so we'll go ahead and dig here. And we have Celtic Artifacts, so there we go. Alright, 2 artifacts. Alright, so this simplifies things. We have 3 archaeologists and no free slots, right? Right, okay, so 3 archaeologists, 4, 5, and we have 4 slots. So again, we're not counting Cork because it's going to take so long to get up. So we should have 1 due museum, 1 due archaeologist between Berlin and Glasgow. So let's check it out. Glasgow just finished the museum, so that pretty much decides that one. Berlin will build a museum. There we go. Alright. Workshop is finished here. And we're about to get fertilizer, so this city's going to grow nuts. To keep things manageable for this moment in time, we'll do this, and then we'll revisit come later. This city already has an aqueduct, so we can go towards Cayley Hall, which makes sense because it also helps our culture. And then we'll probably go, well, we could do university. In this city, I think I want to go straight into university simply because this is one of our cities where fertilizer is going to make the city go nuts. This is a way of helping us to manage it. It's a two-way street, right? Like if we pull citizens off the ground, it won't grow as much. But if we put up a Cayley Hall, the fact that it's growing is offset. So there's two different approaches there. But obviously the specialists are very qualified at this point. We're definitely going to settle here for the oil in the southwest. Library is finished here. Onto market. All right. So over here, we are still at war. And there's a road here. It's hard to see, but it's there. So this great general could actually come over here. Because I'm seeing this guy can also reach over here, right? Here, one. But we would only be able to move two here, so this guy on the other hand could go 1, 2, 3, 4, pillage, take away their happiness. He'll probably get smacked by a Galeas and the city bombard. Hopefully it's not enough to kill him, or we could just back him up after the fact. So let's move a great general here, and that way we can 1, 2, 3, shoot, and then have him come in and finish the job. Alright, cool. So let's back this guy up. Wow, I'm of two minds. If he stays there, then this guy can move into position and we can start double tapping. We move this guy into position. Or perhaps we just wait till next turn, move this guy into position, he can pillage, move, while our double tapper's trying to get some range promotion. That makes sense. And we're not going to take the city, even though we were talking about wiping out, because if we do it now, people will attack us, and we're not quite ready for that. These guys can all heal. We do want to upgrade them soon, but there was that one crossbow I just moved. So we're just gonna over here. We can start moving him like to here. Go ahead and upgrade him. He does not have the range promotion, but once we have planes and we already have infantry, like the lack of range isn't gonna matter soon. The planes will be doing a lot of softening up for him to just walk in and finish with you know, the fact that he's got the altitude training. Okay. So we have a worker coming here. And it's going to take him 4 turns to remove the jungle. So this guy doesn't necessarily want to go straight here. He's going to want to probably go here. And then we'll have one come in behind. Excuse me, to go over there. One's waiting here. So he could hop in the water and we can have this one come resume over here. Yeah, he can pull this one up next turn. So we'll have him just go hop in the water. Oh, we can actually reach further. I wonder if that was the case with this guy. It had to have been, right? Because we started on the same hex. So he should actually be here. That's unfortunate. 1, 2... Wait, from here. 2, 4, 2... Okay, same there, but 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4... Same there. Okay, so we don't actually lose a turn. And then the next archaeologist that's born will bring up there, since it's going to take the worker time. Keep in mind, the archaeologist can rip them down. It's like, but why would we when we have workers who otherwise have nothing to do? Okay, so we chopped it down so that this will be up next turn. So he's freed up to kind of do whatever we need. We have unit there. We could come chop here, help archaeologists come out quicker. Come planes, because the sooner we clean up the archaeologists and stuff, the sooner we can get like everybody building planes, not just the capital. So I'm looking mostly for like chops and jungles. There's a jungle tile. maybe he goes to that. Limerick, 9. Penzance, 5 to there. That's worth pursuing. Also, this is about to clear up. So yeah, let's just have this guy. He's already half on the road. We can go do this farm here and then coal, or vice versa, whichever. Doesn't much matter. Okay, he's going to come over to the sugar because as good as happiness is, remember, we don't have sugar yet, so there's that. Let's see here. If we bring him here, he has the option of stepping and shooting onto a hill, no less. So I think that's worthwhile. He can come up to here. Okay. He can come up to here. Yeah, they're tanky. They're not going to go for that, so that's fine. Really threaten him so that if he chooses to shoot at this guy, we're covered. And then we'll just bring in the cannon to be all scary-like and such. Mostly we're here just to get the XP for that guy. Oh, wait, no. Don't wait. If we're going to be sitting there, let's go ahead and pillage it. Take away their sugar. We'll just pick up all the gold we can, get some experience, and then call it when it's suitable. Alright, same situation over here. This guy's coming over here. He's also coming here, but he could stop here. And we have 2 here that could come over there. I like 1 to chop here, so let's do that. So he could step and start the hill. We don't need the help over here yet. But when we do, we're going to have 2 settlers landing similarly. Let's just get the hill going. I think because now that we have Statue of Liberty, the hill's not going to be as important. Oh, you know what? He just comes from here down to here, so I think we solved that riddle there. Alright, and then he's coming over. It would be nice to get visibility here while we're coming through, but we have more pressing matters. So what we can do actually is have him radar there. It's all good for the time being. There we go. Get our blockers over there. These guys are blocking there. Although, it's probably time to land these guys, huh? Yeah, because I was thinking about more long-term, like when it comes time to actually go to war. We're going to be fragile over here because both of these cities are going to have fish that we want to keep. But they're also very good hammer cities as far as like being able to build boats. So we'll probably do that. But we don't know how much of the boats are coming over here. Looks like Cernifron is the big one because it's here. But we could maybe build submarines or something. This city as well. Build some boats at some point. So maybe we land these guys and then they can come and protect the tiles over here. So yeah, it's probably time to land these. Let's do that and that. Especially since we're already talking about moving a bunch of units over here and here to plug things up. Speaking of which, let's address this. If we let him come onto either of these tiles, he's on their roads. And this road from here can jump in the water. We already see this one jumping in the water. So we actually block this better from here than we would from here. So let's do a little dance just for the shifted visibility. And now this is a situation here. It's possible she can land here next turn. So let's have him... How far can you reach? Not far enough. 2, 4, 6. Alright, so we'll have him come down here. Prevent the landing here. I don't know if they would have the ability to move forward just yet, but there we go. And now he... Let's see. I just want to pick up that tile. He's along the road already, so we'll come to here. No, here. Okay, that's fine. And the fact that he's here and not on a hill rough is actually good because we're actually shielded from boats over here. So we'll have him back up into the city tile. Should have done that last turn, but that's okay. Take a peek. Now, do we have time to go back? Yes, actually, because they're not going this way anymore. Why? Why didn't it go this way? It was going this way. We had a plan in place to actually encircle and capture. Well, I'll tell you what, with the pinch point here and here, we have that option in here as well. So I'll actually get out of the way. And look at that, we have... okay, so go ahead and land there, come up here. For this reason, maybe we have him come up here. Here? Yes. Right there. Okay. So then... We can have 2 people block up here, let him go through, she can't see it, and then we'll block there and we'll have it encaptured there. Okay, and then maybe we vent it out later. With these guys landing, I don't know that we need him coming over here. Maybe he stays right here, though. He was good here when we had some port over here, but over here and over here. What we'll do then probably is have one of these guys come and refill over here, because this will be the path the settler takes. So we'll just leave him right there for now. The fact that he's a generation behind is not a problem. Doesn't matter. He's starting on the road. He's coming down to help. So right now we only have money to upgrade from Great War Infantry to Infantry. And we don't... I guess we could do this guy. I'm just looking at things like he could become a Gatling gun because he already has range. Anything we can do to improve our military score, because we're actually trying to hold people off for the time being. Alright, this one is... Oh, she was working this tile before. This puppet was. 4 turns until we pick up oil. Okay, that's perfect, because I'll start constructing a trading post here. It now adds science in addition to money. That's why we're doing this in the puppet, although I was going to do it for the money anyway, stop them from growing and such. That'll take us 4 turns, and we'll get right into oil. That'll bring us up to 10 oil. So Caravan is undecided. We don't know when we're going to make peace with this, and I want to improve some of the resources in this city, namely sugar, silver, iron. We can do it in that order. Next turn, move here, 3 turns from now, move here 5 turns from now. So soon we'll have a clearer picture of the options we have there. Alright, so it's these 2 settlers I'm trying to keep eyes on. Here we go. I didn't hear anything die. That's a good indicator. Alright, that settler retreated, and I can't see the other one, so I'm guessing it retreated as well. Is that... Okay, lots going on here. Oh, wow. Hey, look at that, and it's a double. It has double tap now. Wow, okay. That worked very well. So, we would move him in, because they're going to favor the melee. Back this guy up to heal. He can run amok. Okay, so yeah, we definitely want to back this guy up. How far can we go? To here? All right. Oh, you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry. We have an orderly way of doing this, specifically so nothing gets overlooked, in theory. Alright. Keep that growing. Okay, city converted. This is just what happens every time we raise and then go back to stop raising. So there's that. Okay. Let's see. So... Borders of Belfast have grown, and it looks like Belfast has grown, and Cernifron has grown. This is important to note because it's a question of... So let me go in here and delegate these real quick. This wants to go here, right? And then this wants to go here. And what that means is this city's out of 2+ food tiles. It'll have another one in 3, and that's fine. And this city will have... growth in 6, border growth in 5. We always have the option of buying this tile. And we have yet to work this tile. Okay, I just wanted to see if this guy could come work the hill before he gets started on the plains in here, and he does. So let's do that. So borders of Belfast have grown. Belfast has grown, we addressed. Cernifron has grown, we have addressed. Alright. So Brest has grown. Okay. So, if we work this, it's down to a growth in 7, which means if we do this, same thing, only now we're getting some science and less hammers. We get 2 less hammers in exchange for 2 science and half a happiness. For now, let's just do this. We do have a worker working here. How long are you going to take? Alright, so we're not quite there yet. Limerick has grown. We're going to have a another special slot in 1 turn. We'll move that there. So for now, this is fine. This city's actually going to pick up a food when it comes to food when it comes to fertilizer. So even still, let's just do that for now. We'll take a look at it as we go. Lots of things coming back, so we'll address that in a second. The Shoshone have denounced the Maya. Strange. I see some iron is desired, so let's address that. Alright. And we had a lot, so let's see, gold, wine, cocoa, copper, second wine. 5 luxuries. I'm not seeing any takers for the gold. He wants cocoa. He also wants wine. He wants wine and iron. I failed to notice that. Okay. And then we'll do copper here. So we did everything but the gold, I believe. And nobody wants the gold, so that's just going to be the way it is. We will check all of this. Market is finished, our trading post. Carthage is not interested in it. Alrighty. Alright, and then we'll come over here and Boudicca. Alrighty. Edinburgh and Dublin. Or excuse me, Dublin's an old city. We're neglecting Edinburgh for the time being. Whoops, wrong area. This is our oil settler. I'm just going to call it that. Oil. Make things clearer. We'll go into another settler. 1 turn, 1 turn. That's working out for us. He's coming over to here. So over there you go. So Dublin. Hang on a second. Let's come over here and we verify that we have the slot for it. We do. And we say boom. Boom. German or Celtic. So let's take a quick peek at this. Alright, to maximize your bonus, make sure great works are of the same type, art or artifact. So that's one condition. And they're all going to be artifacts from this point, so that's the easy one. Both from the same era. That's a second condition. And either both from the city's civilization or both from civilizations other than the city owner. So that's a third. And it's my understanding that if you have any 2, you get partial credit. 3, you get full credit. I think it's going to be more profitable in the long run to go with Celtic here for obvious reasons. And there's no point rearranging them because we already have partial credit. Best we could do is put the 2 Celtics together and it's still the same partial credit. So, and this simplifies the equation because now we have a slot free. We have 2 archaeologists in the world. So we'll come here again since Dublin, I think it is looking for a construction project. We have 2 archaeologists, 3, 4, 5. We have 1 slot, 3 slots, 5 slots, not counting Cork. So we're even up, and we normally lead with archaeologists, so that's what we'll do here. Colosseum is done over in Brest. Oh yeah, that's the thing, right? Okay, that's why we had it like this, because Brest actually is not as capable of managing its happiness. So let's do this for now. We don't want the city growing. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Because this is going to be a good hydro plant city. The fact that this is one place where we can't go nuts with happiness, the rest of the empire will just have to help us absorb that. So, Colosseum is finished. Let's get on Workshop. Museum is finished in Dublin. Okay, so we didn't have a choice but to build archaeologists here because we can't build a museum. It's already built. Good to know. Alright. Now we're ready to get into all of this. Let me just double check these horse numbers here. Right. Okay. So, we gotta back this guy up because we want him to be the lightning rod. And so we do that, which frees this guy up to step here and shoot. I kind of, well, the cannon I don't much care about. I suppose I could move this onto a hill. Okay, so that visibility is somewhat useful. Move this up on a hill. set up. And he's going to be the lightning rod. So ideally we're going to want to, we can step and put a shot in here. He can basically say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever. So we'll just come back here. And then he can step and shoot. Oh, I guess not. That's a river. Alright, so this is fine. Okay. Repair the sugar. Doesn't show +4, but that's, there we go. I think it just kicked in. Money. Do we have money to upgrade these guys? Yes, I think so, because everybody else that we would upgrade. Tell you what, let's get started on this road here. And now he can step in and upgrade, because this is a more costly upgrade, right? And we already did this guy. So now we have less money for upgrades. We can only do 1. Might as well make it the one that's going to heal faster anyways. There he is. Okay, so these guys just heal, and we'll get them next turn probably. Oh, I could have done this guy too. I guess that's fine. We'll just hold that tile for now. Actually, no, I'll relax him because I don't want to forget. Alright, we're going to chop this down, get that museum up a little bit quicker. That's why we're trying to get all the improvements out of the way so that we can actually... Oh yeah, we could do a farm there, huh? Alright, we'll just come over here and do chop chop. Chop. And then he's coming over here. Although we might not need him anymore, right? There was a shift. The one here must have landed over here. This one did a retreat job. So we can come over here. Here. Okay, we can see the city tiles. We can't see these tiles. And then we'll come back to continue to block this one. So we don't know what's going on over here. Maybe she can detect the blockage here. I don't know. He's a fast one, so we'll have him come back over this way because he can get back over there quick as well as down here. And we'll have these guys, let's see, before we had this guy here for the hill and this guy down here. Yeah, that works. Okay. They're testing. Okay, so we have, we're not going to count Lancers. These guys could form 2/3 of a bolo here. So we'll just move him over here so he's not seen. And we can move this guy back into our borders. He can zoom to either side. Seems fine. Caravan. Yep, we're going to wait at least one more turn. Let me check here. See if the improvement of the sugar changed anything. In fact, what we can do is say from Palanque, right? Because that's mostly what I'm looking at. Oh, whoops. It was already listed that way. Okay. Palanque. Looking at 8, and I believe before we were looking at top end was like 9.4. So we'll continue to wait there. Alright, these guys have landed. Guess we just kind of want them coming over here in general, right? Yeah. We'll have to figure out places for them exactly. Okay, 4 chop now. He, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we don't want to be seen. Let's see, if I do come up 2, 4, 2, 4, land here the same. So yeah, let's stay out of visibility range. Go ahead and do that. We got this guy here. I'll relax him as a reminder that we have him to upgrade. He's coming over here, right? Farm there, so yeah, he's taking his time. We'll get there. Let's see, we could do a chop here. It's not going to matter for the museum. Aberdeen. Once fertilizer comes on, these non-freshwater farms are going to be very valuable. So let's come over here and finish that one up. So Aberdeen has more stuff to do. He's coming over as well. And this works out quite well because of what we just did with this guy, putting him back so these other lancers can take the place. Alright, so one more turn. I still want to watch this more than what's going on in the Mayan side of the world. Alright, settler, settler. This time he came out a little further.
A nation that destroys
oh wow,
its
I totally
soil
forgot about fertilizer
destroys
coming.
itself.
So this is actually going to be something of a long term. Oops. Alright. But this is good because we already did the Statue of Liberty. So now we can finally get everything locked in, ready to go. All these cities are picking up more food, like here, here. Here, I think, no, camps, but here. This city's picking up more food. And in fact, it says growth in 2, growth in 3. Alright, so we can grow one more and then reassign, because the 3 plus 1 I like better than the 4s. Here, growth in 5. Still growth in 5, but that's better in the long run. Douglas just grew and finished public school, so the one that grew goes in the public school, and now we can evaluate straight up. And it looks like we're doing all the best tiles here with steady growth rate. Here, we're doing fine. Here, this is one of the cities. We grabbed food there. We'll come back to Glasgow when we get to Aberdeen, because we might relinquish this tile. Although it's no longer better than this tile, so never mind. We don't have to go back to Glasgow. Pick up the food here, that's good. So the city's actually growing. These will help it grow and produce both. That city was fine the way it was. This city apparently grew. And we still have a use for gold, even though we're doing a lot better than we were. So the question is, give up 2 hammers for 4 gold. The city has lots of hammers because of the hydro plant, so I'm thinking, yeah. Okay, let's see. Picked up a good amount of food here, right? 1, 2. Okay, good enough. Yeah, this city, we have to seriously address this. It grows in 1. So maybe we just come back next turn, because we do have a university coming up. So we're always going to have need for that. We can just let this ride for now, just because it's growing in 1. Yeah, this city grows in 1, and that's good to know, because we can move this here. That's actually more food, and then the population grows to here. We get the same yield, just plus all of this. This city grows in food. And we're about to get a workshop, so it'll grow here, finish workshop. Okay, so we can skip that. Here we grab food here and here, so this city's growing faster. Workshop is finished, so let's do this. This is a little more valuable to us. Engineer points for the money, but we'll work the money also. Here, yes, this is a place we definitely want to put something into the market, just because we have a good production tile to grow into, so let's say growth in 2, growth in 3. Slow it down just a touch. That's fine. In fact, when we drop the city here, we can borrow that tile, get started, so that's nice. Alright, and then this city, we can move from here to here. It's going to be a hydro plant city eventually, so the workers working on it. So we do want this city to grow to 2, 4, 6, 8... or excuse me, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 pop, and then we can start filing everybody away in specialist slots and stuff. May purchase with faith. Unfortunately, that's going to have to be Edinburgh. This is the last pagoda of the... oh, wait. This is the 500 breakpoint. Okay, never mind. Ivory, peeled rose. Okay. Are you done here yet, please? You are. Okay. Peel. So let's move this to there, growth in 7, and then the free floater goes there, back to growth in 6. Makes sense. But this way we're not going to continue to grow all nutty. In 6 turns we'll grow to this tile and then manage from there. This city will basically choose to grow as we need. Let's see, this city, all 3 of its tiles picked up food, and its next one as well. This city... let's continue to work the gold rather than this. Those cities are both doing very well as far as that goes. Monument's finished here, so we'll sell it off and then build it. Let's see, Aberdeen. Yeah, this tile's not being used, so let's go here. And we don't have a need to take that tile for Glasgow, do we? No. Okay. So we'll go back to the city and then we continue. And that's the full cycle. So that's fertilizer fully addressed. We will leave that up. Peel, we have addressed, I believe. Yep. Let's see. St. Ives picks up a tile, not useful. Everybody loves us because of sugar. We're going to have 1,000,000 sugar prompts. Whee! Wow, lots and lots of sugar prompts. So that's something I failed to account for too, right? When fertilizer comes online, everybody's getting bonus growth rates. Whew, how many was that? I don't even know. Should have counted them out. Alright, don't care about that. Don't care about that. Great person born. Alright, so we're going to have this go towards the Shoshone. This is flatland here, so step, perform when we get around to warring them. Douglas grew, I think we managed that because of the public school. Aluminum to Herald Bluetooth. Was that a pack of 3? It probably had to have been, right? Oh, he's interested in it? Okay. So let's see here. Pack of 3. Good deal. That's all of his money, unfortunately. Bratislava searches for science. That's good. Sugar connected for Riga. That's more culture. Geneva calls for faith. We totally have that. Monaco cancels quest. Sugar connected for And I think that's good because of all the homeland allies we had, this was a weak one. So now we're sustaining that. That's pretty good. The man and Ethiopia are now friends. That's not good news for us. And we're going to go into flight, which only takes 5 turns now. Alright, we'll chop this down from 16 to 15. Good deal. We flesh this out. So let's see. It's now going to take... come on. 5 turns. Alright. I'm just looking at the tile. It's going to be pretty nice once it's finished, right? What else? Okay, just a farm. And there we go. So I'll go ahead and move this to here just because it's going to make the transition to hydro plant when that comes worthwhile. Let's see here. So we will pillage here, step up onto a hill, pillage, hill, pillage, and then probably make peace shortly thereafter. He can just hit the city, why not, right? Hit. There's a single tapper. He's a double tapper. He's a double tapper. We'll just put a shot in because we can. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Not gonna bother moving him back into range. Alright. Gonna move him here because covering him makes the most sense of all the options we have there. Got a lot more money this turn, so he heals. We'll upgrade him. We'll upgrade him. Let's see. Upgrade him. Fortified there. And upgrade him. So let's see. These are Great War Infantry, right? Yep. Says we have 2 more. Where would that be? One's going to be the scout here. Where would the other one be? Well, I guess there's one way to find out. Oh, right, of course. Duh. Yep. Okay. Alrighty, so it's build prompt time. We'll come to Boudicca. Took a look around. Alright, we peek at this. Edinburgh doesn't count for the moment. We have one more settler to build. Cardiff, Nansen, Douglas. So I believe that means 2 museums, 1 archaeologist. So let's get to it. Cardiff, Nansen, Douglas. Assuming Nansen, Douglas are playing the game. Douglas is now? Yes. Alright. So, and its museum time is 7. Plus, this city would like to get an observatory at some point, so we'll concentrate on the building here. That leaves Cardiff and Nantes. 8 turns there. Cardiff, 5 turns. And I think before we were favoring the ones that took longer. So we'll go there. And because the shorter ones can whip out more archaeologists per time in theory. So there we go. Okay. That leaves us with Swansea done with the Colosseum. Let's see here. That means we're on to Workshop just in time. Settler here, that's number 2. So that'll be number 3. In fact, I want to go... Whoops. There we go. That's a nice little way to throw the map. We're going to name him... Garbage, I guess. A city planted here is not going to be nearly as fruitful as a city planted here. Or perhaps here as well. I don't know. There's no real good place to put a city here. I mean, this isn't bad right here because we get the fish tile, but it would be in the buffalo. But then it would take, you know, 3rd ring to get into the marble. So I don't know. Maybe on the hill here because then 3rd ring to get into the... I don't know. I don't know if I plan on selling that many more or not. It's an option. Market is done in Peel. We're working with gold tiles, so that's good. And that means we get on to Colosseum. And Workshop is finished in Limerick. We've populated it from the market. 6 and 7. So what I will do here is I'm going to go like this so that we get the aqueduct in time. I know we don't want to favor aqueducts too much, but this is a powerful city. Good food options, good production option. You know, still has a lot of specialist buildings to build. So there we go. Alright, over here we've already done everything ahead of the prompts. Oops, my bad. So we'll come heal him up. He'll get up there to do the silver. He wants to go around if possible. Not possible. So let's land here. Maybe we work it, maybe, I don't know. Maybe we jump in to go around. This guy has 3 turns left, and we just had, how many archaeologists born? One, 2. Alright, so one of them wants to go over there. And the other one wants to come here. We're done with the major sieves when we're done with around Portugal. So now we got to deal with minor sieves, and this one is one that's actually a problem because as far as they're concerned, it's River Plains. That's pretty desirable. And one is heading over to Carthage. So can you get here in 2 turns? You can, so that's what we'll do with that one. And then this one will be the last one going to Carthage. Namely, we want to land over here. So it looks like coming through Inverness is what the game is telling us, so we'll go that way. Alright. So Garbage, let's see, he's coming for oil, which means it's probably best to come over here. No, go through Glasgow, no kidding. I would not have guessed that. 1, 2, 3. Here it actually makes a difference. So we're going to have them swap places, because now he'll be able to move a turn. Oh, you know what? But I didn't wait, because here, yeah, we save a whole turn doing that, so definitely worth it. And Edinburgh picked up a bad tile, so we can go ahead and finish the chop here. Or wait, no, he was going over here. There was no chop. Alright, never mind. He's coming over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's unfortunate, but alternatively, can you reach further? You cannot. Okay. Alright. So Garbage is coming up. He's getting onto this because that's going to be useful to Aberdeen shortly. Alright, so we're in the same situation where to travel along the road, he could get into the water next turn. But going this way, not so much. So we actually obstruct better staying on this tile. We could come here just for the extra eyes over here and come back. So there's that. Same situation here, only she doesn't know we have a trap set over here. So I say we maintain right where we're doing, with the exception of these guys moving in. But not in a way that can be seen. And that's the problem with this guy here, right? Is he can see what we're doing. But not this one. So let's see here. He, if we needed a 2 blocker, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. He kind of has to stay there. So the fact that we're seen, we're just going to have to deal with it. This one we can not be seen by being over here. So there's that. He'll come in behind him, although he can be seen, so maybe we back up. Yeah, and then he'll be over here to kind of be able to spring here or over here, I think. Might as well protect the tile. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Okay, we'll do a mine there. These guys can just hold. Actually, if we're going to hold, we should do it like that. I'll figure it out. There we go. Alright. And caravan. Hold on one more turn. Alright, we'll get started on the next trading post. And does the removal of that farm... Yay, now they're working that. More money. And science. So there's that. I'll come back over here for now, just to protect what's going on over there. He has full movement, so we can go here, here, and then back to here, which means he can go back to here. We're back into that holding pattern. The Shoshone are showing a pronounced interest in everything that we're doing back here, you know? I really want this tile, so let's just do this. Okay, finally that's it. I totally would not have passed the turn if I knew it was going to be such a complicated turn. Hopefully this makes up for the fact that the last episode only covered 2 turns, didn't get much accomplished. The real good news is that Statue of Liberty is out and Fertilizer is out, so there's no more remapping of the cities per se. It's just going to be the little bit of meticulousness in dealing with all the archaeologists. So thank you guys for joining me. Let me know what you're thinking about down in the comments below. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you feel that I've earned it. And I will see you guys in the next part. Take care.